a three-seater twosome, an island in the sun, and one way to cruise. These are just some of the prizes in tonight's edition of 321. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Ted Rogers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody, as always, 2321. And tonight, I'd like to, for the first time ever, welcome our continental viewers. From France is bonjour, madame et monsieur. Reste un, je ne sais pas ton de pas boire de pipi pour omble, je l'ai de votre je ne pas il faut formuler des toits tomber, je l'ai tombé parce qu'il le pas de semble out visage et still. And I'm glad to say we don't have any Russian viewers. They don't take the show. Because Mr. Gorbachev, you know the fellow with the car-key kiss curl? He reckons that our clues are coded messages for our agents in Moscow. I've got news, I think he's right. But we're glad you joined us for 321, the show that's a quiz, it's a game, and it's big variety entertainment. There's only one blot on the landscape here. You know who that is. That's our resident booby prize, Dusty Bin, who's waiting over here with the people. Remember, if they didn't show, we wouldn't have a show. Say hello to our contestants. Here they are. And there he is, as ever. The dreaded Dusty Bin, hanging around always to send one of our couples home with just a ceramic copy of himself at the end of the quiz. And remember, if he is one at the end of the show, all they take home is a brand new bin. Let's hope he's not one. Off you go, Dusty, and let's find out who these people are from Lynda Lee Lewis. Lynda, how are you? Hello, good. Lovely and bright.
Smashing colour, isn't it?
Smashing colour, I say. Gorgeous. Who have we got tonight?
Right, we've got John and Claudia Stevens from Northampton. We've got Alan and Lindsay Watkins from Torquay in Devon, and Ben and Wendy Downing from Abingdon in Oxon.
Oh, good. Abingdon, Oxon. Lovely. Abingdon, Ben, which is not too far from Oxford itself, is it?
That's right, Ted. It's just down the road.
I know you're really Corporal Downing, eh? In the RAF. What's your job, Ben? What do you do in the RAF?
I'm an airframe technician.
Good. Now, Wendy, where did the two of you meet? In the RAF, was it, or what?
No, it wasn't in the RAF. We met at a party I threw to celebrate my divorce papers coming.
Really? Oh, so while you were flashing the decree nice eye, he was giving you the old glad eye, eh?
That's right.
Oh, great, lovely. Next, we've got Alan and Lindsay Watkins from Torquay, Devon, a lovely part of the world down there. I know that well. I've been there many times. How'd you earn your crust, Alan?
I'm an inspector of taxes.
Oh, we got a couple of hoorays as well.
Yeah.
So while you're earning your crust, you just about make sure we got enough left for a crust. Right. Let's get off this subject now then. Lindsay, what do you do for a living?
I'm an executive officer in the Inland Revenue.
Did you two meet on a convention in Transylvania or anything like that? Good that you're here. That's nice. John and Claudia Stevens, Northampton. Yes, Northampton. I always associate John with shoes. Is that your line, or what do you do?
No, I'm a customer services controller for a packaging company.
Packaging, I see. There's a nice story here. It was a certain day you got married on, wasn't there?
Yes, it was May the 3rd, 1975, which is cut final day, which was cut final day.
Really?
Yes.
Did the vicar have anything to say about that?
Well, yes, he did. He called us match of the day.
Oh, getting honeymoon on cut final day, eh? With a big game, a replay an hour later. Extra time in bed and nobody there to blow the whistle on you. Anyway, it's nice that you're here. We do want you to sit back and really enjoy yourselves tonight. Now, you know, our quiz, it's a little different in as much as, not different in as much as we always give you £10 to start with. That's the same. You get £10 for each correct answer in the first round. Whatever you win at the end of the first round, of course, is what you get for each correct answer in the second round. If one couple was lucky enough to get two maximums, they could go home with £1,650 from the quiz. It's general knowledge questions on the buzzer. When you think you know the answer, hit the buzzer. Wait until I say your name and answer. You have 3 seconds to do so. If you fail to come up with an answer in 3 seconds, I'll say on offer, and the other couples have a chance to go for the question. If they're wrong, that'll go into the bin, but we want 10 correct answers in the first round. Good luck to you, and here's the very first question. Who came from Liverpool and had a hit with anyone who had a heart? Alan and Lindsay.
Cilla Black.
Cilla Black is right. In Steven Spielberg's film, what do the letters E.T. stand for? Ben and Wendy.
Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial. I can never say that. Well done. Which of our bronze coins has a portcullis on it? Ben and Wendy.
Twopenny piece.
That's wrong, so it's on offer. Alan and Lindsay.
A 1p.
A 1p, yeah, it's the tax people, they knew, you see. Yeah. In a conventional petrol engine, name the device where the fuel is vaporised and Ben and Wendy have anticipated.
Carburettor.
Carburettor is right, yes. Vaporised mixed with air in the right proportion. What is most distinctive about the appearance of bonsai trees? Ben and Wendy.
They're small.
Small indeed, yes, they're dwarf trees. Please finish this well-known expression, Jack of all trades, Alan and Lindsay.
Master of none.
Master of none is right. Next question. According to the children's rhyme, which bells say oranges and lemons? Ben and Wendy.
The bells of St. Clements.
The bells of St. Clements, of course. Next question. Who owns the St. Bernard dog called Schnorbitz? That's Alan and Lindsay.
Bernie Winters.
Bernie Winters, just. We were nearly out of time there, yeah. Which comedian had a biography entitled Just Like That? Alan and Lindsay.
Paul Daniels.
No, that's wrong. On offer. John and Claudia.
Tommy Cooper.
It was as simple as that, just like that. Well done. Tommy Cooper. Marvellous comic and a marvellous fellow. What two numbers go before all London telephone numbers when dialing? Anticipated, Alan and Lindsay?
01.
01 from outside London, of course, and that's our 10th question. So you can all sit back and they are going to relax. Look at that. Wasn't that tough, was it? Well, what have we got at the end of the first round? John and Claudia have got £20. Ben and Wendy, they've got 50. In the lead at the moment is Alan and Lindsay. They're on £60. That's good. Well done. Sit back, relax, because this is the moment where we have our newcomer 2, 3, 2, 1, and this week it's a great pleasure to introduce this next young, funny man. He really is making headway in our business. He was voted top entertainer in the Channel Islands a couple of seasons ago. You've seen him on Seaside Special, live from the Palladium. Please welcome Shane Richie.
Listen, I've got to tell you something, everybody. I've just sneaked into the back door of the studio, you see, and as I got round there, this tramp, he stopped me. He said, "Here, Gov, I haven't had a bite for 4 days." So I bit him. But I'll tell you what I've been doing today, because I've been into the centre of Leeds, you see. They've got some great street entertainers. They've got the body poppers, the break dancing. Now, that body popping, it's really easy to do, right? All you've got to do is pretend there's a wasp up your shirt. You've got to try and grab it before it flies down your trousers. These dancers in this street, they look like a mix between hot gossip and the roly-polies. They look pathetic. The clothes they wear, they look stupid. I couldn't believe... Hello, lads, I've just been talking about you lot. The clothes, don't they look brilliant? But anyway, because I know these lads. This is Adam, who next week is getting married. I mean, we're quite shocked, actually. I didn't even know he was pregnant. Oh, leave. And this is Jerry. Now, I can always count on his support, because he always hangs little beads on it. And this is Robert, who's a bit of a hypochondriac. I mean, last week he found a feather in his bed. Now he thinks he's got chicken pox.
Hey, Shane, don't be a fool. If you could body pop, then you'd really be cool.
Oh. Hey, Adam, I ain't so dumb, because if I body popped, I'd fall on my bottom. I nearly said bum then, didn't I? But I'm all right.
5, 6, 7, 8.
This is supposed to be my bit. Listen, the producer warned me not to attempt this without the aid of a safety net. So here goes. On with the net. OK, let's have it on now, fellas. Here we come. Oh, right. Here it comes. I'm moving. Magic roundabout. Oh.
Why, hey, Shane, don't be a pain. Just do your stuff so they can finish their game.
Oh, you're so macho. Right, here we go then. 10, 11, 13, 4. Hold on, dancing's in my blood. It's just not reached my feet yet, but I'll be...
Get on with it.
OK, 13, 7, 9, 4. Oh, sorry. 10, 30, 9, 6. I'm going to finish my bit on this TV show, because time's running out and I gotta go. I hope you've had some fun tonight, so come on down. The price is right. Listen, I couldn't find anything to rhyme with 3 to 1. Get off, we're winning. 10, 11, 13, 4. Get down, dusty bin. Listen, I just want to say something. I think it's about time I got to work with some professionals on the show. Tig, you're it.
That's Shane Richie. You'll hear a lot more of him, mark my words. Anyway, here we are back at round 2. And this time, remember, there's John and Claudia going for £20 for each correct answer. Ben and Wendy get £50 for each correct answer. Alan and Lindsay, £60 for each correct answer. This time, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to the couple with the lowest amount of money at the end of the quiz. But we've got 15 questions here, so it's exactly the same as before. Don't put your hands on the buzzer, just get them there. Here we go, and good luck to you. What name do we use for the small marrow which the Americans anticipated, Alan and Lindsay?
Courgette.
That's right, yes. The Americans call zucchini. Well anticipated. Good. Which country has states called Victoria, Queensland? That's Ben and Wendy.
Australia.
Australia is right, home of Rolf Harris. He spent so much time in the bush he had to tie his kangaroo down for sport. Which country is typified by the character Uncle Sam? Alan and Lindsay.
USA.
USA, of course, United States. Which football club are nicknamed the Canaries? Alan and
Norwich
Lindsay.
City.
Norwich City is right. Next question, what animal comes from breeds called Angus, Red Poll and Hereford? That's John and Claudia.
Bull.
Bull, cattle, cows, yes, indeed. Where in London is the statue of Eros? Alan and Lindsay.
Piccadilly Circus.
Piccadilly Circus, of course. In which sport do teams play for the Ashes? That's Ben and Wendy.
Cricket.
Cricket, of course. The best-known rainmaking ceremony known to man. Name the singer and songwriter who was responsible for the album Graceland. Alan and Lindsay?
Paul Simon.
Paul Simon, right. Great album. Which month changes its length in accordance to whether it's as Ben and Wendy anticipated? February is right. That's right. Who is known as the Bard of Avon? Ben and Wendy.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, of course. His girlfriend was Anne Hathaway. She got the complete works of Shakespeare. What is the highest ranking title in the British Army? Ben and Wendy.
Field Marshal.
Absolutely right. Yeah, it didn't quite come out, but it did in the end. Well done, Ben. How many years of marriage does a silver wedding celebrate, Alan and Lindsay?
25 years.
25 years, of course, unless it's Zsa Zsa Gabor, then it's 25 days. Well done. What is the name of the singer of Only the Lonely, sometimes called the Big O?
Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison, Alan and Lindsay. Yes, fine. Here we go. Next question. Which is the brightest of all the planets? Alan and Lindsay.
Venus.
Venus is absolutely right, of course. Here is the last question. Who was the British Prime Minister immediately before Margaret Thatcher? Ben and Wendy.
Ted Heath.
No, that's wrong. So it's on offer, Alan and Lindsay.
James Callaghan.
James Callaghan is right. Yeah. So, hey, look. So at the end of our quiz this week, we have Ben and Wendy on £300. We've got John and Claudia on £40. But the winners of the quiz, Alan and Lindsay, £600 they've got. Oh, dear. So, goodbye to 40 quid. That's all, I'm afraid. But it's been good having you with us. You know he's worth a lot more than that, of course.
No, we've had a lovely time.
Yeah, it's been nice having you with us. And nice, bright costumes. Don't they look nice? Give them a round of applause. They look really good. All the best, John. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the show with us. We're going away just for a couple of minutes. We'll be back very soon on 3, 2, 1. There you go. And we have Ben and Wendy, who are from Abingdon in Oxford, playing in this part of the programme against Alan and Lindsay, who are from Torquay in Devon. Now, folks, you know what happens here. We're going to show you 3 acts. At the end of each one of them, one of our guests is going to come here to the table, leave you a clue object and read a rhyme. When there are 3 here on the table, you choose one to reject if you are the lucky couple who gets through the elimination question. Anyway, let's go on then. Item number 1 then on 3, 2, 1 this week. And, of course, it's the turn of our dynamic dancers. They really are the best. This week, they're in Hernando's Hideaway. And you know it's going to be good when it's the Brian Rogers Connection. remember, as always, Karen, what's the clue for the folks this week?
A pair of white gloves.
A pair of white gloves, that's the clue. Now, here's the rhyme.
Fast forward and back, 7-day replay. With remote control, yours to take away.
Yeah, that's the first one, and very easy, isn't it? Karen of the Brian Rogers Connection. Thanks, Karen. Take care, love. Well, there's a bit of chat going on already. Any idea? What do you think?
Sounds very much like a video. But
Is it? Oh, good. Well, you don't want anything like that, do you? Anyway, at least you're thinking the right way. Just remember, keep thinking about Dusty Bin. He's the one. Whoever gets through has got to get rid of. Then you go home with a good prize. Keep thinking about that. We'll have act number 2. Now, here are 2 great characters who've done the whole gamut in show business. TV, stage, cabaret, films. They've reached the heights. And yet they haven't. You'll see what I mean when you meet the Mini-Tones.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ken. All right. What are you doing?
I'm making friends here.
You're always making friends.
Well, we're not big enough to make enemies.
We go to Ireland. We've got a lot of friends over there.
Oh, we have.
We make a fortune.
Yes.
They think we're leprechauns. They love him.
Oh, yeah, well, I like to make a good impression.
And he does lots of those.
What? What's that?
Good impressions.
Oh.
Got into that world, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, he does them all. Head waiter in The Little Chef.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Here's another one. Welcome to the Muppet Show. It takes you put on makeup. It takes you right to life. This was the way to curtain on the Muppet Show tonight. Get up, get up, get up. You've got others to do. Oh, he does others.
Yeah.
Just remember one.
Yeah.
Remember this one from the Esther Ranson Show? And from the small screen to the silver screen, 2 of the greatest comedians that ever lived.
Thank you, everybody.
Stanley. Late again.
That's funny. So am I.
Sometimes, Stanley, you are just one step away from an idiot. Now, cut that out and get back over here.
Say, listen, how come you're always picking on me anyway?
Because I am the boss. The one with the brains.
Oh, well, prove it.
Okay, I will, Mr. Clever Dickie.
Yeah.
I'll ask you a question, and if you can't answer it, you gotta give me $5.
Well, all right, and I'll ask you a question, and if you can't answer it, you can give me $5.
Stanley, if I can't answer your question, I'll give you $50.
Oh, goody. Well, I'll go first.
Okay, fire away.
Let me think now. What's green, wears a wig, and swims underwater?
Stanley, I'm afraid I don't know what is green, wears a wig, and swims underwater. There's your 50.
Thank you.
Well, what is it?
I don't know either. There's your $5.
Let's do the song.
Yeah.
Music, maestro, please. In the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome pine, in the pale moonshine, our hearts entwined, where she carved her name, and I carved mine. Oh, June, just like the mountains are blue, just like the pine, I am lonesome for you. In the blue mountain of Virginia, on the trail of the lonesome pine. Say good night, Stanley.
Good night, Stanley.
Good night, everybody.
The Mini-Tones, Jack. and Kenny.
Hold on, I think my lift's at the wrong floor.
A bit too high, yeah.
Great to see you two guys. And, you know, I know it. I'm sure lots of other people do, but I've got to wish their memories too, because I don't know if you know at home, but this little character here, he is R2-D2. Did you know that? He's the one. That's him. Got another movie coming up soon?
Just done The Willow, haven't we?
Yeah, done The Willow.
A film called Willow with George Lucas.
George Lucas.
He did Star Wars.
That's right, of course he did. Yeah. Great movies, and good luck to you. Well done. Anyway, what are you going to leave the folks here as the clue?
Well, here I have an open-topped convertible.
An open-top convertible as the clue this time?
I drove it here myself.
And what about the rhyme, Jack?
Right, the rhyme is, it's 2 for 1 and 1 for 2. The rest is then left up to you.
Okay, that's the second one on the table. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack and Kenny, the Mini Toes. Thanks a lot. All the best. Jack, take care. Money you go. Great. Cheers, guys. Well, now, again, this is good this week. Both the couples are chatting away here. What do you say about that, Wendy? Any idea?
No.
None at all. You're chatting away, but no idea. No, Ben?
No. The car's too obvious, I think.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. What about Alan and Lindsay? What do you say?
Maybe it's a
something that
sofa bed or something like that.
Something that converts from 1 to 2 and back to 1 again.
Oh, I
Be a
see.
sofa bed, something like that.
Right, let's have act number 3. And I'm so thrilled to introduce this next lady. She's a great mate of our show, 321. We've had her here quite a bit. And, you know, whenever you meet her, everybody always talks about her electrifying performance in Bubbling Brown Sugar. Tonight she's going to sing I Will Survive. She certainly has. Helen Gelzer is here.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one that tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Just as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live. I got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart, and trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. But now I'm saving all my loving 'cause I'm one loving me. Go now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one that tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. Just as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. I will
Helen Gelzer. Lovely. Lovely to see you again, Helen. We were talking earlier on today. You said, have I been to the States recently? I not for a while, but I'm going shortly. You've just come back from America again?
Yes, yes.
What were you doing?
I did a film.
Really?
I played a teacher, a school
Really?
teacher, yes. It was
Terrific.
fabulous,
Yeah.
yes.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
What's the clue for the people this week?
A bottle of champagne.
Oh, well, that looks pretty good anyway. What does the rhyme say?
A sporty performance, rust-proof chassis, hydraulic suspension, and puncture-free.
There you go. That's the third one. Ladies and gentlemen, Helen Gelzer.
It's a
Helen,
pleasure.
lovely to see you, love. Bye-bye now. Helen Gelzer. Well, I've got to say, this is great. Everybody's chatting away here. Whether it means anything to you, I don't know. What do you reckon about that one?
I think that's the bin. Yeah.
You think that's the bin?
That's the bin. Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, listen, you've got to choose one to reject. I'll read the other two again just to refresh your memory. Remember, item number 1 was the pair of white gloves, which came in from Karen of the Brian Rogers Connection. She said, fast forward and back, 7-day replay with remote control, yours to take away. What was the first one? The open-top convertible came in from Jack and Kenny, the Minitones. They said, it's 2 for 1 and 1 for 2. The rest is then left up to you. And it is. We have 3 on the table, so you have to choose one to reject if you get through the question.
Dusty Bin wears white gloves, doesn't he?
What do you reckon, Lindsay?
Well, champagne, wine comes in bins. But we'll go for the gloves.
Yeah, OK. So that's all right. You're going to go for that? Yes, Ben?
Go for the gloves.
All right, well, we're unanimous on that one, the white gloves. A pair of white gloves is going to be rejected. Whoever gets through, good luck to you. Yes, yes, wipe the hands, keep them nice and... Oh, yeah, give them a good go. Put your hands, please, beside that button. I'm going to start to read the question. When you think you know the answer, hit the button and answer. If you're wrong, the other couple have a chance to go for it, all right? Of course, if they're wrong, I'll continue reading until somebody gets it right. So good luck to you. Here's the question. This comedian has starred on television for 30 years. He was once Reg Varney's straight man. He is famous for his angels. OK, Alan's gone for it.
Benny Hill?
Benny Hill is absolutely right, yes. Oh. Yes. Eh? This is great. Is Lindsay saying he's showing his age? So what? You're through. Thank goodness he knows about it, eh? Yeah, the Reg Varney thing got you, eh? There you go. That's very good indeed. Anyway, good luck to you. You've hit it. That means you're through. And we do have to say goodbye to Ben and Wendy, which is a shame. But Diane is here, of course, with the money. And Diane, what did they win in the quiz?
£300.
£300 they won. Good. Here's your ceramic dusty bin, Ben and Wendy. And for your consolation prize, take a look across there at Lynda. She has for you a 3-in-1 radio clock with alarm and 5-inch colour TV. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Smashing. OK, Ben, take care. All the very best. Nice to have you on the show. Wendy, just a kiss. And give them a round of applause, folks, will you? Well done, folks. Congratulations. Well, anyway, folks, you're through. Congratulations on that. You've rejected the white gloves. We're back in a few minutes to see exactly what that is. Don't go far. Good luck. We're back on 3, 2, 1 with Alan and Lindsay from Torquay in Devon. Got through to the part of the show, and you've rejected item number 1, the pair of white gloves. Have you thought any more about this in the break?
We've tried to reassure each other, and we think we're all right.
You think you're all right? Well, let's see if you are all right or not. OK, Karen brought in a pair of white gloves. Fast forward and back, 7-day replay with remote control. Yours to take away, is what she said. Fast forward and back, 7-day replay. Well, that could suggest something like a video recorder, which, in fact, you were talking about earlier on. But the clue object was a pair of white gloves with remote control, yours to take away. Well, there's only one thing on the show that wears white gloves. You're right, comes back every week. It's Dusty Bin. You've done it. Good. Marvellous. That's marvellous. Lovely. So, obviously, a good prize goes home with you tonight. Now you've got to get your thinking caps on. Really. I'm knocked out to introduce our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the greats in variety. He really is. I'm not going to say any more. Ken Dodd is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, how tickled I am. I'll say it. How tickled I am. See that? How tickled it is to be here on 321, Yorkshire Television's answer to the Open University. Oh, how wonderful to be on this programme with marvellous Ted Rogers, the thinking man's Kermit. When do you think... Marvellous the way he does this 321 with his fingers. One night, you know, and he actually froze in mid-twiddle. And froze in mid-twiddle, and he started getting fan letters from Harvey Smith. This... Everybody in Britain these days is game show mad. Even Bamber Gascoigne, at home on a Sunday morning, he's hopeless unless his wife gives him a starter for 10. And Magnus Magnussen's missus, she says to him, well, you've started, so you better finish. This... Thank you. I was on one of the very, very first game shows, on animal, vegetable, or mineral. But they didn't guess which one I was. These days, you have to, on a game show, whether you're on the show like this or a contestant, you have to think positive. Think positive. Be like the man who dashed home from work, burst into his house and shouted, I want to, I can do, and I will do. And he would have done, but his wife had gone out playing bingo. Yes, it's in life. All life. Life is a contest. Now, with me, you see, I go in for a lot of these Mr. Universe contests, and because with having a perfect physique, yes, I'm a bit like you, sir. You're low-chested as well. Yes, a lot of people say I look like Rambo. Pardon? That's Dumbo, yeah. I do a lot of posing, you know, for these girly magazines. Did you see me? A fortnight ago, I did the centrefold in Exchange and Mart. It was very tasteful, but they ruined it with the staple. No, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of growing old. I think 37 is a very good age to be. I'm just turned 37. Before I turned it was 73. I was lying in the bath this morning, stock taking, and I was thinking to myself, look, I was admiring my profile. You see, a lot of people don't know, but years ago, I used to be a male stripper. I was known as Mighty Thor. Well, if the central heating was working. Mighty Thor. I used to come onto the stage wearing a winged helmet, leather thongs right up my legs, snug-fitting leather shorts. From the back, I looked like a brewer's dray horse. I used to stand in the spotlight, waving my shorts over my head. All the ladies in the audience would be screaming, "Get them on! Get them on!" You have to make the most of yourself. Now, a lot of people these days are having hair transplants. Do you know, look at Elton John. He's had so many hair transplants, his dandruff can't remember whose head it belongs to. And that is one of the great game shows, one of the greatest contests in Britain today. The North versus the South, the rivalry. Because they laugh at us, you know, because we say "sithy" and not but just. And I'll never forget the first time I told my dad I was coming into show business. I told my dad said, he looked at me, Dad said, "Nay, lad, oh, lad, ah, lad, nay, lad, eh, lad. Hey, lad, no, lad, ah, lad, nay, lad, no, but just lad, ah, lad." And I'd never heard my father speak to me like that before. Because he's Welsh. See, at one time, you see, the South wouldn't let us in. They had this big fence. It was boarded off. There's this big wall. It was a fence going from Milton Keynes to the Wash. And we couldn't get in, the Northerners. They had this, like a door at Walsall. And us Northerners, we used to knock on the door and say, "Hey, hey, hey, Greedley, ah, lad, hey, lad. Can we have a bath?" And the Southerners would cheerily chuck a bucket of hot tar over us. Now, see, they've never really forgiven us for the Battle of Watford Gap. Now, oh yes, Battle of Watford Gap, it happened there. See, there was King Arnold of Wigan. Now, yes, King Arnold of Wigan had the Roundheads, so called because the way we had our hairs cut with the basins. And he fought King Cyril of Surrey. He was in charge of the Cavaliers. They had the long, wavy tresses down here. And, well, of course, twink. This King Arnold of Wigan, he was the pretender to the throne. He used to go around saying, "I'm the king. I am the bravest man in England. I have a huge weapon." The Roundheads, you see, the Roundheads were rough and toothless. They're tough and ruthless. The Roundheads had these huge broadswords, whereas the Cavaliers only had little dirks. It's a little dirk, madam. It's a small... Well, never mind what it is. Anyway, at the Battle of Watford Gap, it took place in the car park behind the services, and the Cavaliers showered salvo after salvo of aftershave lotion, brilliantine, and talcum powder over the poor old Roundheads. But the Roundheads replied, because they had the ultimate weapon, the mushy pea bomb. The mushy pea bomb. It was a terrible device that left all the buildings unharmed and Ted Rogers standing. Now, what a battle it was. Men were going down like flies, dying like flies, lying on their backs, waving 6 legs up in the air. And, of course, it was a victory for the North, which is a pity, really, because my granddad had them down for a draw. But here in Yorkshire, ladies and gentlemen, here in Yorkshire, I mean, we're the greatest, Yorkshire, aren't we? Yes. It's the air up here. It's so bracing in Yorkshire. Last time I was here, I had my teeth fixed. I didn't mean to, but I spoke out of turn in the pub over the road. What do they say up here? Say it with me. Yorkshire born, Yorkshire bred, strong in the arm. How's that say? Tassie bye, everybody! Tassie bye!
Alan and Lindsay from Torquay and tax inspectors.
What?
Tax inspectors.
Good night.
Listen, that was the shortest spot I've ever known you do.
Yes, thank you. Well, I've brought the clues. It's a brass coin. This is all I can afford this year, sir. Take it as a first payment.
OK, that's the clue, right?
A brass coin.
And the rhyme says what?
And this says, do not write in this space. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's one of yours, isn't it? It says... The clue is, first you'll jet your way down the main runway. Then you'll ride white water and flying spray.
That's number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Dodd. Ken, see you in just a moment. He's got them all back. Lovely. Right, that's number 4. I can read one or the other two again. Any idea about that one that's just come in? No. Well, the bin's gone now. It gets harder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you can hear this one again, or the champagne, or the open-top convertible. You want to hear the champagne? All right, yes, that came in item number 3 from Helen Gelzer, the bottle of champagne. A sporty performance, rust-proof chassis, hydraulic suspension, and puncture-free. That's what she said. So, what do you think? One's got to be rejected, 3 are on the table. Yeah? Yeah?
Yes, we reject
Right, you like the sound of this one still, or you're not too sure?
No, they're confused.
Yes?
Yeah.
So is that going to go?
Yes.
Yeah? It's okay with you folks? Yeah. Oh, it's okay with them. You can always blame them. Is it going to be rejected then?
Yes. Yes, rejected.
All right, then. The open-top convertible, which was brought in from Jack and Kenny, the Mini-Tones, they said it's 2 for 1 and 1 for 2. The rest is then left up to you. That's what they said. It's 2 for 1 and 1 for 2. Ah, you've linked onto another word here. It's 2 for 1 and 1 for 2. That could start you thinking of something like a tandem bicycle or a his and hers jacuzzi. What did you link onto then? What do you think it is?
I thought it was a bed, a convertible bed.
Well, the clue object was an open-top convertible, which leads to the rest is then left up to you. Yeah, you hooked on to rest, all right. You'll be able to rest absolutely what you were thinking earlier on. It's a 2-way convertible double-bed sofa. Look at this.
A luxury 3-seater sofa that would grace any lounge and with an added attraction. In a few seconds, it can be converted into a 4'6" double bed.
You worked that out very well. Very well indeed. OK. We couldn't let a character like Ken Dodd come on the show and just come on and go off like that, because right now we're going to see him again. But this time, well, what's he going to do for us? A medley of his hits, ladies and gentlemen. Ken Dodd.
Thank you. Yes, sing a song. But which songs? Which songs are the best, folks? The new songs or the old songs? Old songs, new songs, old songs, yes. Which ones do the audience remember? Bob, play me an old song. There's nothing left for me of days that used to be. I see a memory among my souvenirs. Do you know it? Well, just mime it. And you must remember this one. Tears for souvenirs are all you left me. Memories of a love you never met. I just can't believe you could forget me. After all those happy hours we spent, tears have been my only consolation. But tears can't mend a broken heart, I must confess. So let's forgive and forget, turn our tears of regret once more to tears of happiness. Yes, the old songs, the old songs. Well, let's Bob, let's have a new song. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. I just called to say I love you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Oh, yeah. Did you hear yourselves? I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Oh, what's that? That fills me full of consciousness. In fact, it fills me full of happiness. Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that we possess. I thank the Lord that I'm blessed with more than my share of a happiness. Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that we possess. I thank the Lord that I'm blessed with more than my share of a happiness. I've got more than my share of happiness.
Now listen, Ken, it's a hussy. OK, a medley of my hits, most of them say, but you've had some hits, haven't you?
Well,
eh?
yes, indeed.
That was great. Great to see you. And you're on tour, of course, right now, yeah?
Yes, going all round. I made a vow 2 years ago I'd play every live theatre left in Great Britain, and here I am.
There you are. Good luck, and it's been a knockout. It's been knockout having you with us, Ken. What's the clue this time?
The clue is Holst, the planets.
The Planet Suite?
Touch the classics, you see.
All right, the Planet Suite, and the rhyme this time.
The rhyme is, beware of a gift from one of these men, or chance this one. We say where, you say when.
That's the last one.
Good stuff this year.
Isn't it? Hey, well, many. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Ken Dodd. Ken, thanks a million. Lovely to see you, mate. Ken Dodd, folks. Ken Dodd. There you are. Now then, what do you say about that one?
I think that's a holiday.
You think that's a holiday? Well, we have the last three on the table. You're in the good position. The bin's gone tonight, so I can read one of the other two again. The champagne or else the brass coin. What do you want to hear?
Yeah, that one again, please.
You want to hear this one again?
Yeah.
OK, yes. OK, bottle of champagne came in from Helen Gelzer. She said, a sporty performance, rust-proof chassis, hydraulic suspension and puncture-free. So, three on the table, one's got to go. What's it going to be?
Yeah.
You've gone all quiet on us again, haven't you? Yeah.
I think we're going to let that one go.
You're going to let this one go?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think that might be dishwasher or...
A dishwasher? Yeah, and what do you think about these other two here? You feel they might be good, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They're all good.
They're all good.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Well, they are on the show,
Yeah.
as I say, once you get rid of the bin, so
Yeah.
what one's going this time?
That one.
Yeah? Is that all right with you folks? Oh, a little quiet that time, yeah. What do you say?
Yes.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yep.
Definitely all right.
Yeah.
I've not opened it. Once I open it, it's got to go.
I know. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The brass coin's going to be rejected?
Yeah.
Okay, that came in item number 4 from Ken Dodd, who said, first you'll jet your way down the main runway, then you'll ride white water and flying spray, is what Ken said. First you'll jet your way down the main runway. Well, that could start you thinking of flying off somewhere, like a holiday, obviously. You'll ride white water and flying spray. Well, it sounds like a canoe trip down the rapids or something similar. The clue object was a brass coin or token, and if you put that in the coin slot at the garage, you'll go right through the car wash. You've rejected the car. Yeah, so that makes you feel pretty good, doesn't it, huh? Yeah. The star prize, it's been rejected. Take it away, it's got to go. Sorry about that. Oh, dear. Yes, no round of applause when it goes. They're all sorry for you, even though you're tax people. Yeah. See? However, you know it's going to be a good prize tonight. You know, obviously the bin has gone nice and early. I can read the last two again, of course. You've heard this quite a few times, haven't you? Helen Gelzer brought you in item number 3, the bottle of champagne. She said, a sporty performance, rust-proof chassis, hydraulic suspension and puncture-free. Right, yes, what? Yeah. You think you know what that could be? Item number 5 was the Planet Suite, which Ken Dodd brought in. He said, beware of a gift from one of these men, or chance this one. We say where, you say when. So, what do you reckon?
That's a holiday in Greece.
That's a holiday in Greece, is it?
Yeah. Beware of Greeks.
Bearing gifts.
Yep. OK, well, you know what they are. So
Yeah.
which one are you going to take? Which one are you going to reject?
Want to reject this?
So, Lindsay, Alan, you're going to get rid of this and keep that?
Yes.
That's all right with you, folks? Of course, they're thrilled to bits. Yes? OK, so we're rejecting the champagne? Yes. Heard it a few times, haven't you? Going to be rejected, then. Helen Gelzer brought you in the bottle of champagne. A sporty performance, rust-proof chassis, hydraulic suspension and puncture-free. Is it another car? What can you say? You know 3, 2, 1. We get to everything here. A sporting performance, rust-proof chassis. Well, of course, it could be a car. Let's see, hydraulic suspension and puncture-free. Well, the clue object was a bottle of champagne, which can be used for a couple of things. Drinking or launching. And the reason this sporty two-seater has hydraulic suspension is because it runs on water. It's a boat. Look at this.
You would have won a Skeeter sports boat that handles like a two-seater sports car and seats 3. It's safe, stable and exciting to drive. Would have been life on the ocean wave made easy.
Yeah, it would. Made easy. It's got to go. Take it away. Lindsay says she's terrified of being on the water, but, well, Torquay, you'd have loved that, surely. Yeah. Some marvellous boating around there, but it's been rejected. Well, we might even give you that later on, who knows. OK, so this is the prize, then, OK? The Planet Sweep, which came in item number 5. What?
Fingers crossed.
It's got to be fingers crossed. It's got to be good, whatever. Ken brought you this, Ken Dodd. Planet Sweep. Beware of a gift from one of these men, or chance this one. We say where, you say when. OK, what were you talking about just now? 3-piece sweets and stuff?
3-piece sweet oral holiday, we don't know.
Uh-huh. Beware of a gift from one of these men. Well, the Planet Suite consists of music about the Greek gods. There's also an old saying, you mentioned this one, Alan, beware of Greeks bearing gifts. Or chance this one, we say where, you say when. Well, it was worth taking a chance on this one because you're right, you're going to go back to Greece, but not Greece, it's a Greek island, it's Crete. Have a look at this.
Yes, it's a fortnight under the Mediterranean sun, staying at one of the Crete's picturesque resorts overlooking the blue Gulf of Mirabello. Your hotel's right on the seafront, and from there you can do sightseeing, shopping and sample the local produce delivered and served by the locals in their own traditional way. No problem finding the right place to sunbathe either, so that's going to be 2 weeks away from it all. That's going to be hard to forget.
Yes, it is. Pleased with that? Yeah. Wonderful. Let's go and get your tickets. Come on, Lindsay and Alan. OK, Lindsay and Alan, there's your tickets, there's your brochures. In you go. Wonderful. Absolutely marvellous. You've really done so well tonight. They were saying to me that at home they can never work out these clues tonight. You've been terrific. You've done everyone except the car, but you've got a great prize. But remember, there is money you won in a quiz. Diane, what did they win?
£600, Ted.
£600, eh? Well done. Alan, congratulations. Have a smashing time. Going back to Greece. Have a wonderful time. We know you will. We'd like to thank everybody here on the show, particularly Ken Dodd, and thank you for watching at home. Till we see you next week. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care.
I've got love for you if you were born in the 80s. And tonight from 10, Challenge is giving you some love in the form of Funhouse and Nightmare. Well, perhaps Mullet was acceptable then.